Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a very kind of night out look where it's like dark colors on your eyes and a really dark lip. Not emo, keep that in mind, not emo. But it will be a darker look. We'll go in with this pinkish, purpley, mauve-y color that I've only ever swatched. It's from e.l.f. It is the shade Sugar Plum. You probably can't see that, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So we're gonna start out with, do we wanna start out with the eye and then do our face, or do we wanna start out with our face? I think we're gonna start out with our face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and just wipe off my face because I've been sweating all day. And now my face is all red from the fact that I just wiped it off. And we're gonna take our little Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer on our finger. Okay. And then we will take foundation, Wet n Wild foundation. How if I put it in front of the camera? So it is August. I ordered the James Charles and Release Your Inner Artist palette the other day, and I'm waiting on it in the mail. So I'm hoping that I can get that in the mail soon. I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I don't have one of the really fancy ones. And we're just gonna wet it with my setting spray. But I'm waiting on that to come in the mail so that I can start doing really exotic, colorful looks instead of just these plain old neutral looks. I'm excited because I've been wanting that palette for a really long time, since James released it. So hopefully that comes in the mail in the next day or so. Estimated delivery date is for the 7th of August, and today is the 6th. So hopefully it gets here tomorrow or today. We don't know because the mail hasn't ran yet today. But if you watched my last video, you knew that my air conditioner went out. Our air conditioner works again, and I couldn't be happier because now my kids aren't sweating to death. Neither's my fiance after he gets home from work. He works for the United States Postal Service. I don't work. Our kids, his kids, rather, live with their mom, but they've been here a lot over the summer, so we've been having fun. We're hopefully gonna go swimming on Saturday, which is gonna be very fun because Lucian is just now learning to swim. Mara is learning to stay off of me and cling to me to death, so that's making me happier. My kids love the pool. Damn it, this pimple won't cover up. It won't go away. But let's get into concealer. I gotta put my glasses on so I can see to tell you what this is. This is LA Colors Conceal It. Cover and Correct Concealer in the shade Fair. CC569 is the shade number. Oh, come on, focus. And then there is LA Colors Conceal It. And we're just gonna pump some of that out. And go right in there like that. That's a lot of concealer. But you know what? Cover up them dark circles underneath your eyes. Don't forget to do your nose. And then your forehead. Highlight that face, girl. And then I'm gonna spritz that again. Just to get a little bit more wet, and then tap that out. Well, my camera didn't cooperate, so I sat here and waited until my phone was working again, and now it's just been sitting here. But anyway, we will continue on with blending out this concealer, because the concealer needs to be blended because you look like a freak if you don't. See? Look at me. But, well, that concealer didn't cover up my pimple either, so oh well. And this beauty blender can go away. We're switching them to a clean one. See? Clean. Very clean. Spritz it on both sides. And then make sure it's not too wet, because then it'll just pull up your makeup. Yes. Beat that under eye. Beat it. Beat it. Look at that brightness under my eye. And it covered up all of my... Yeah. Do tapping motions so that you're not pulling up the foundation underneath your concealer. I made that mistake once and it didn't look very pretty. It looked very patchy work. Let's get out the concealer again. But this time I'm going to get out the Wet n Wild. Is this Wet n Wild? Yeah. Yeah. Wet n Wild concealer in the shade, I think it's, yeah, Fair Natural. And then we're gonna pop a little bit of that on the eyelid because it's not quite as bright as the LA Colors foundation that I put underneath my eye. Carry that up a little bit. I look weird. But that's okay, because I'm a weird person. So let's, careful and don't poke yourself too hard in the eye as you're patting, because you don't want to hurt yourself. But I'm starting to crease. See? Excuse me. I burped. Okay. Let's get this powder show on the road. We're gonna take our e.l.f. setting powder, finishing powder, my bad. Ooh, my eyelids are sticking together. Take this big old fluffy brush, and we're gonna take that, and you see the dust come off of it, and just swipe that all over your face. All over there. Everywhere. Make your face look super cakey. But that's what we want. We want it to be super cakey, but also very airbrushed and finished looking, so that you look flawless, girl. Flawless. Oh, make sure you get those ears too. And the neck. Blend that stuff out real good. And we'll get this little tapered one a little bit and make sure you get that under eye real good. Do the other one too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, girl. My eyes are watering. Told y'all I was weird. But now we're gonna go into this eyes, lip, and face palette. It's got bronzers and finishing powder and blush in it, and underneath that it's got eyeshadows and a mirror. The mirror's a little dirty, but oh well. I'm only human. But we're gonna take some of this darker color right here to bronze our cheeks, or to contour, I guess you should say. You can see the dust come off of it. And then go right in there like that. Chisel out that jawline. Look at the difference. This has no contour. This is contoured. Yes. Define that face. Do the other side. There. Make sure you chisel out that jawline, girl. That jawline needs to be chiseled. Especially if you got a double chin like me and need to get rid of it. Put just a little bit right there, knock off that brush, and blend it out. Yes. Blend it. Because if you don't, you're going to look chunky. Choppy. Let's get a little bit of our forehead here to put dimension to that forehead. It makes you look like you got like a 7 head. Ooh. Got little flyaways everywhere. But you know what? It don't matter because you look cute. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's get a smaller brush and do the nose. We'll take this little rounded eyeshadow brush that's got something on it. At least it's white. Knock that off and dip into the nose. We're going in with that same color right here too for the nose. Now we're gonna move on to blush, and we're gonna go in with a mix of this one and this one right here. And go right in there on the apple of that cheek. Let's see if we can't get this kitty in the video. See her? Her name is Belle, and she doesn't like people. She hates people. Not a good people person at all. Let's put this back in the drawer it belongs in and get out some highlighter. We're gonna go into my drawer and let's see. We're gonna use this e.l.f. It's a little dirty. 4-colored palette. There's white, pink, like a brown color, and then an orange. But we're going to take, let's see. Let's take this little brush right here and go in with the pink right here and a little bit of the white. It's very, look at that highlight. It's very blinding. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be driving later and people are gonna get blinded by my highlight. Y'all hear about a wreck in Ohio because somebody had too much highlight on. It's me. It's me, bitch. It's me, bitch. I just took the pink and put it on my nose. Had an itch on my nose. Ugh. Knock it off so you can blend it out a little bit. And we'll take a little bit of this brown right here and kind of dust it a little bit in the middle of your forehead. Like so. So that you glisten all over the place. Close that up, put it back. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes, but I don't know exactly what colors I want to use on my eyes. Let's see. What colors do I have? We'll probably break into this one, the one that we broke into the last time, the review that I did. And probably use some of these. I don't know, maybe this one. I want to go more of a purpley look. So like dark purple and smoky colors for the eyes. So I think we might break into this Rimmel eyeshadow palette. The magnifies eyes, haha, Spice Edition from Rimmel London. And then we'll get into this LA Colors 18 color eyeshadow right here and use probably that dark purple right there. Let's get out our eyeshadow blending brush and take a makeup wipe and wipe it off because I haven't cleaned my brushes. See, no brush cleaning. So we're gonna clean it off real good, and then now that it's all wet, rub it off on the skin to hopefully get some of that wetness out of it. Hopefully. If not, oh well, we'll just use it wet. And then get my other brush, kind of dust it off too, because I'm lazy and don't clean my brushes very often. I think we're gonna go into this e.l.f. palette first and see what colors we got in here. Yes. See these colors down here on the end, the darker colors? I am liking those. So we're gonna go into this Rimmel London one first and get this purple color right here. And, ooh, pigment. I haven't used this in a really long time, so. Wow. It's pigmented. Pretty good pigment too. We're just gonna do one eye and then we'll do the other one off of camera. What is going on with this crease? It did this in the last video too. And then we'll go into this e.l.f. palette right here and take this this color right here, this like mauvey purple, and kind of go in the underneath that and blend it out and down. And don't get it on your nose like I just did. And then we'll take a little bit of that and go right here above it. And then we'll go into this Profusion color, the Profusion palette, and we're gonna take this Nightlife at the bottom right here on the little blending, little tiny smudge brush that's a little wet. We don't want it wet. And take that and go right in there like that. I'm tapping it in there, that way it's not too much, and then I'll take my blending brush that we used for the purples and smoke it out. That is a really, really pigmented black. Really pigmented. Good thing we're doing a cut crease, because that is really, really pigmented. So we'll take a little bit of that black on there and make sure to at least dust off some of it and go down like that. Smoke her out. Wow, that looks real weird. Looks too much. So I'm going to take a makeup wipe. I'm gonna get a makeup wipe because that is way too dark, and come in there and clean up that darkness. And then I'm gonna take this dark purple in the Rimmel London palette right here. This one. Take that on that same brush that I just used to blend out the black, and put it right over that black. Just to hopefully fix a little bit of that smokiness to it. And then we're gonna take this Wet n Wild multi-stick and color the lid. Just like that. And then make sure you smoke that little bit out over here again. And then let's see. I think we're gonna take this color right here on a flat liner brush, but, oops, dropped it. We're gonna spray it with our setting spray and go in with it like this. Oh yeah. And pat that. Oh my god, my eye's watering. My eye is watering. Pat that right in there like that. And then blending brush that I used for the purple. I'm gonna smoke out those harsh edges of the makeup. And there you go. There's that eye. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera real quick and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have that eye done, for the most part, because apparently I don't know how to not get eyeshadow everywhere, and now I have to redo some of my concealer on both sides. So we're gonna take in that concealer that we used on our eyelids and fix up the edge of that under eye. Where is that sponge? Fix it up as best as we can because we don't want to mess up the entire eye. So we're going to take that clean beauty brush that we didn't, beauty blender that we didn't use, not beauty blender, eyeshadow blender, and I'm going to take some of this e.l.f. finishing powder and take some of that on there and just go in there like that with that. And then we'll take this little doodad right here. It's also just an eyeshadow brush. And then just, where did my brush go? We'll take this one right here and blend it out with some of that purple from the Rimmel London palette. I think once we have eyeliner and mascara on, it won't be as bad, but you never know until you try. So blend that into the gods, girl. So let's put that back. Let's take this and go into this highlighter palette, highlighter brush thing by e.l.f. and just dip into that, do a brow bone. And then pop a little bit of that right here in the inner corner of your eye to make it pop on both sides. Just like that. And then we're gonna go in with this Revlon eyeliner in the color black. And just, well, maybe not because it's not showing up. Yeah, this is a trash. Then we're gonna go in with this Wet n Wild eyeliner because the other one didn't work. And then go right in there like that. And then we need to find my other brushes because I don't know where they went. I have lost my eyeshadow brush. Oh, I found it. Because I gotta blend that back out from where I just stuck my finger in it. And then we'll pull it and go. See if we can't get the waterline, but I'm gonna use my beauty thing that I'm using as my beauty blender to pull down my eye. You can't really talk much when you're doing eyeliner because you go stab yourself in the eye, and we don't want that because you can't go blind. Okay, that's better. My under eyes don't match, but it's all right. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna go in with this CoverGirl Lash Exact. Is that Exact? Yes, Exact. And we're gonna fluff up those eyelashes. Well, hold on, because this inner corner of my eye keeps watering, so it ain't wanting to stay colored. But we're gonna dip back into that. And quickly do that. There, she's done. And then we'll go in with my e.l.f. extending mascara. And then I'm just gonna curl them real quick. Probably should have done that before I put mascara on, but it's... And then we'll go in with our Wet n Wild Mega Volume mascara, just to add a little bit of that extra volume to those lashes. There. Well, I'm gonna fix this bottom lash over here, the bottom under eye, because it, if I can get my, there, couldn't get it open. Okay, there's the eye look for you. And then we're gonna do some setting spray. Don't inhale it because it's gross. While our face is still a little wet, I'm gonna go in with my Revlon eyebrow pencil or thing and just brush up my eyelashes or my eyebrows. I don't think I'm gonna put eyebrows on today because, as you can see, they're already defined. It never hurts to put on some more highlighter, so we're gonna take some of that pink again. And while your face is still a little wet, and then we're gonna, since everything's dry, we're gonna put on, ew, there's something all over these. Take a look at ourselves in the mirror. The eye still looks really good. And then we're gonna take that e.l.f. lipstick that I showed at the beginning in the shade Sugar Plum. It smells like plastic. You know, like when you buy a brand new swimming pool from the store or whatever, and you open it up and it's got that plastic smell to it. The one thing I do like though is it's not making my teeth look super yellow. It's a very nice matte formula and I like it. So, well, here is the final look of the makeup. But I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down for you because I straightened it. And here is the final look. Go out, have some fun, party, but be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.